Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account. We have been pushing chapter 48. As we seen a little bit earlier today in the live stream, we were on 48:39. We are now at 48:52, guys. We're going to go ahead. I don't know how long it's going to take us to grind this out, but we are going to try to push to chapter 50. I set all the formations off of Sono Res, so we're going to do this one in here, guys. Now this one, of course, a little bit of RNG, but it is still the 5-pole. We have seen this fundamentally working incredibly well. Now with this 5-pole, it does have Brutus in here, which makes a really big difference, guys. He is a monster awakened hero, which is the reason why he is honestly probably one of my favorite. Couple that right there with the Rock Lizard, works incredibly well within the formation. Now second one, of course, we have the Lucretia Cheese, and looking at the buffs here, guys. So if Granite goes down, everyone is petrified. Boom. Lucretia can take care of the rest of it by herself, making it a very, very easy stage. Now, this one, of course, is the Ulna Grez. Now, this is a variation that we've seen quite a bit. Now, it does have Nevi. Nevi, of course, buffing up Grez, buffing up Solus. Ulna is allowing Grez to have that immunity. And then we have Scarlet in the back, guys, that just throws out so much damage so fast. Makes it a very simple formation to get through on that one. Then, of course, we get into the Awakened version of Belinda, guys. This, again, is kind of another variation. Usually, Belinda can get this one done. This, in my opinion, guys, is a pretty weird RNG formation with this one. Because normally, Leonardo, we're going to have to get the Renaissance Cannon. Boom. There's the crowd control right off the bat, giving us time to ult. There's the immunity. Now, this essentially would be a second ult, which she will right there's crowd control and an ult. Remember, when Leonardo has that 9 of 9 furniture, the ult that she does actually amplifies the damage that the Awakened version of Belinda is doing. Again, making that one pretty seamless right there to get through. And then the fan favorite, guys, the Thorin Cheese. Now, I did get Lorazin right here, guys. We built out Lorazin with the furniture. We have him with that 3 of 9 furniture. 1 retaliation, 2 retaliations. Unfortunately, we did not get the RNG on that one. This, of course, is the very, very big RNG factor within here. We made sure Thorin had the correct gear. Now, with the gear resonance specifically, it's a little bit more difficult. You have to make sure, and I think we didn't do it again. Usually, you have to make sure that, boom, he has this Zealot plate, and then he has the tier 0 helmet. That is right, guys. We don't have any tier stones on here. Now, I did engrave Thorin, which I do not recommend under any means, but both of the tier 3 pieces right there. This, of course, is a formation that is going to work in time. This does, again, have a really, really big RNG factor. You can see Kelthar back there doing a ton of damage. And then here, guys, Thorin gets it done just like that to finish 48:52. Looking here, boom, 81 billion damage there from Brutus. We have 102, which of course Lucretia. And this is also one of the reasons why I've said from the very beginning, guys, Lucretia is still a huge primary hero to build. She works incredibly well in a lot of different game modes. 83 right there from Scarlet. Then of course we have 161 from Belinda, which is crazy. 120 from Thorin again to finish out that stage. Now the sub stages in here, most of them have just been running the Awakened version of Belinda. Again, because the hero is so strong, guys. And look at this. Damia has actually been showing up in a lot of formations, which again is kind of interesting to see. My trio version went away, so I don't know if this is going to work with her. But you've seen right there, guys, this is running Damia and Ulna together, which means, of course, Damia is going to get the immunity that Ulna provides. This, again, guys, it is just kind of a slow burn through here. And look at that. Damia, even in formations, guys, 67 billion, look at 41, and boom, 4 billion damage there to throw in a little bit as the seal to complete that stage. But again, super interesting to see that Damia is in these formations, guys. And of course, the Awakened version of Belinda. This is another one, again, very, very strong in here. And this is the traditional formation. A lot of players ask, who do I run with the Awakened version of Belinda? Rowan, Palmer, Ulna, a lot of variations within these teams, making it very, very strong. Look at that, 126 billion damage. When you run with the Rock Lizard, of course, is going to give a little bit more immunity, which does provide a little bit more flexibility in there. Even with this one, guys, Zolrath, of course, delaying the entrance of the battle. But the combination of Zolrath together with Leonardo, of course, going to provide the Renaissance Cannon and also the ability to essentially allow Belinda to get those ultimate abilities off and get them off very, very fast. Again, Brutus is a monster, guys. If you can get to the point where some crowd control is up, the awakened version of Belinda can just literally knock him down. Almost 91 billion damage in that. Bring us to 4856, guys. And again, kind of moving through here. Let's look at some of these formations. And I look at the levels. So 719 right here. We're at 748 already. So shouldn't have much of a problem going through here. And again, like we said earlier on the live stream, really when it comes to the campaign, guys, you have one or two, one of two things that you really do have to consider. Number one is if you're over leveling, it does work incredibly well. Again, if you kind of over level with formations, it will work. The second one is just running this multiple times over and over and over. Either you're gonna over level, you're gonna make fast progression through here, or you're gonna run this an incredible amount of times. Tamris, of course, we need to get the buffs up with Tamris, need to get the crowd control with him up as well. And then of course we have Mortis up here for the buffs. Tamris is going down pretty quick, but boom, there's the big ult. Have to keep some of these targets up, guys. And I have them pretty well built. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the builds that we have. Again, just going to have to keep Palmer up a little bit more. Have to keep probably 2 ults on their Belinda. And again, looking at our levels, guys, they're almost to a, they're at 997 right now. That is right, guys. We are crushing when it comes to the levels in here. Boom, and there we go. Lard goes down. But 997 is the current level right there of the enemies. And this has Tarnos, guys. I didn't even realize. And I don't like when it does the select formations, because it will use heroes just like Tarnos that you literally only have one single copy of. Even if it's at Elite, even if it's at Elite Plus, you will actually be stuck with that one single copy. I'm going to add, I was thinking Taylene in here. You know what? Let's go with Damia. I want to see how she's going to work. I really do want to see how she's going to work in this formation. She might be taken out pretty quick. That's what I thought. But buying time, essentially for Athalia to ult, makes it easy, guys. Athalia gets that one done. Look at that. 94 billion damage. Very, very fast. Now, Rem, Amelia combination. A lot of players, again, were kind of asking about this. Running with Albedo, with Rem and Amelia. Of course, Albedo has the attack rating and the defensive boost. Boom. Crowd control is going to pop up on everybody. And then we just got to get Rem to ult. Now, Rem is a very, very heavy glass cannon. You can see right there, guys, even with the build that I have on Rem died pretty fast. That happens. That is the RNG factor that we talk about when it comes to Rem. If she dies really fast, if she takes damage a majority of the time, she's going to die, and she is going to die relatively quick. Now you can see her energy is not going up as well because we need to get the 9 of 9 furniture. She doesn't have that 9 of 9 furniture at this point, but it looks like we might be able to get this down. She died right there. But Desira back here with the healing, guys. I don't think we're going to be able to take these targets down. If we can crowd control Desira with that Oceanic Mist, but it looks like she is healing faster. The mist, of course, just going through faster than we can get through. But that's okay, guys. Again, we just have to keep Rem up. Boom, there's the crowd control. So the freeze comes up. See, Rem died again there. That's why a lot of players do run Rem back row. That's the other really big thing, guys, is running Rem in the back row does make a big, big difference to the viability with the heroes, guys. Again, if Desira goes down, maybe we have a shot at this one. Just because the awakened version of Solus is pretty strong. Come on, Rem. We need the RNG factor. And I know Amelia doesn't have that 9 of 9 furniture either, but Rem is pretty well built. Boom, there's the crowd control. See? Gotta get Rem to do the damage in here, guys. think it's going to be kind of the RNG factor. And I knew this would take a while. I absolutely came completely into this knowing that it would take a while to get through the rest of these stages, guys. Desira, there we go. So Albeto's still up. Albedo, of course, provides some crowd control as well. And the beasts with the crowd control, guys, are so strong. So Thorin goes down. I know Amelia went down early, but if we can get Desira out of this, we could probably get this formation down. Not with 10 seconds left, though. These two, of course, with the shielding, guys. Let's see. So if Rem dies, we're just going to restart this one. I want to see where we can get Rem to live. Boom, there's the crowd control. I feel like maybe if we swap, I wonder putting Rem up top. Because then it would be Rem with Thorin. Again, the crowd control right there, guys. Look at Rem just getting crushed in the formation. Yeah, just got to get the RNG factor. And even let's check out the battle, because I think it was Rem. What did we use Sono Res? No, because they have the Thorin cheese for battle 4. I think we went a little bit lower. Yeah, right there was Rem. Again, Rem, but this one's in the top with Arthur. That's pretty interesting. I'm going to try Arthur in this one. So let's drop Arthur, because I do have Arthur built as well. I'm going to put Rem up here. Let's see what we can do with this one. And I'm just wondering, guys, if Arthur is going to have a little bit more of the tanking to keep Rem up. Is Rem still up? There's the ult, guys. Again, if we can get Rem to ult once or twice, boom. As the damage that she puts out is just broken. Just got to worry about Brutus in this one. There we go. Got it done with Arthur, guys. Old school Arthur in this one. Got it done. Then, of course, we have the awakened version of Thane. Even Mulan in here. Good lineup with this one. And, of course, the awakened version of Thane, guys. Especially with running with Ulna. Thane does a lot of damage, and now you make him very, almost near impossible to kill because you pair him with Ulna in this one. All right, guys, there we go. Another boss stage is done. Boom, 59 billion from Baden, 114 from Belinda, 94 right there from the awakened version of Athalia. Rem like she needed to, guys. 131 with Rem. Crazy. And then, of course, 50. Even 24 billion from Mulan. That is pretty solid damage. There we go. We passed Project Dolphin. I see Project Dolphin every now and then. But I think Sono Res is already a little bit further into 49. But we want to get, again, we want to get into 49, guys. We want to get this done. Boom. There's the crowd control. There's the ult. Second ult. And Rigby trying to take it down, guys. But the awakened version of Belinda does get it done. 109 billion damage right there. It's incredible. Incredible. That's why we've said from the beginning, guys, the awakened version of Belinda. Look at this. We got 40 levels on Sono Res, guys. That is a lot. That is a lot of levels to have in here. Of course, Belinda has a ton of targets on her. Boom, there's the ult. Got the crowd control up. Here comes second ult. Wow. Even Brutus, guys, putting them together. Look at that. Nobody did really anything. 117 there. 48.59. Let's do the same, guys. Got Baden in this one. Interesting swap up. A 5 pull with Baden. And I still love the 5 pull, guys. Even there, Talus Main came right out of the gate with the crowd control, which means essentially all the Graveborns and the Hypos are kind of locked down in there. Look how fast that was. That is incredible, guys. 78 billion damage. And the final stage, guys, 48-60. And we break the 1,000 mark right there. 1,002. So we're looking at what, 250? Around a 250 level deficiency. And again, I believe Sono Res already came through here, as well as doesn't look like many other friends or guildies at this point. But Sono Res did push, guys, 708, starting off with the Thorin cheese. And of course, having Lorzen built up a little bit might make a difference. Trying to pull them all together. Now, fundamentally, guys, the Thorin cheese cannot work in a lot of formations. There is a very, very big RNG factor when it comes to the Thorin cheese, especially in game modes like this, guys. When you start getting high level deficiency, you have to get to the point of making the Thorin cheese work, but you can't force it into all of the formations. That's kind of the big thing we see here. The cheese will work, but there is a caveat to either running it a lot of times, but fundamentally you have to have some of the heroes built in here. For instance, in this formation, if we did not have Leica in here with that awe ability, you would not give the haste or the energy to Thorin to actually get that first ult off like we just seen. And I know this one is probably going to be pretty tough, guys. I might look, I'll give it a couple more tries. Then we'll take a look at some of the formations that are a little bit higher level to where we're at to see if there are some variations. There we go, guys. There's the cheese. Thorin winds up. Cheese number 2. Oh, thought he was going to get it done on that one, guys. As long as we get the double cheese, then we have a chance. If he dies before, like that, then there is an absolute no-go. Let's see who we got under Sono Res. 36 billion takes it to 724. Look, there's Rem right there. Boom. There's Mulan. There's Al Negrez. I'm going to try this one out. And I seen the pets were a little bit higher. I believe there's level 15 pets in here. But it's a really tough combination. When you look at Orin with Thane, with the SP effect, super strong, guys. It is a very, very strong combination in here with these heroes. I know there is, again, kind of that RNG factor with killing some of these targets. But right here, guys, you'll see in the bottom that Orin actually stacks with Thane. They go on the same target, which makes it just, they just crush the target. They were both on Leica at the exact same time. Right here, we have Joan and we have Rem. Now, this combination I like better because remember, Joan is going to push to the enemy's side, which means we're opening up the gate for Rem to do all of that damage like she does. Joan, Rem, Arthur, Rem, both of them seem like some pretty solid combinations in there. And then, of course, we just got to get Lucretia to survive in this one. This is one of the issues that I have with Lucretia because I don't have her built out super high. A lot of times she will come into the formation and she'll die super fast, like we seen right there. But looking at the level-wise, I only have her at 60 engraving. I have her at a 30960. Again, it seems like this is going to be a formation where we're going to have to get her buffed up. 119, so it's going to be the RNG aspect in here, guys, to get this one done. I wanted to make sure that she was the one. So even there, guys, she is starting in the star, starting right in Moriel's star. But again, sometimes she will get right through this with no problem. Just got to keep her alive for a moment. 748, we should be able to do this, guys. We'll give it a couple more tries. I want to see if there is a time where she is actually going to survive in here based on, and I'm thinking it might be Tamris with the hook that's pulling these targets in much sooner than they should be. Because Tamris essentially will ult boom, and I'm wondering the pull in this one. Yeah, we might have to look at another formation or look at a variation of this formation. It doesn't seem like this one's going to work, even though, of course, it did work elsewhere. But again, Lucretia might have been in. We're seeing the crits right there, guys. As soon as Lucretia gets hit with that critical strike, let me see where they have. See, she is built out, guys. Look at those stars. That is one of the big, big reasons why she is actually living in here. Let's see. What did Sono Res run in 3? It was Baden. Oh, look. It was the Charmazard with Baden. Let's see. Do we have the Charmazard elsewhere? There's Baden. I'm wondering, let's finish out these other two. I think we can get the Lucretia one done Again, we might have to play around with some variations in there. Look at Scarlet with the alts, guys. Scarlet just keeps raining terror down. Like absolutely madness in there. And again, I feel like we're gonna have to probably try some different variations in here to get this one to work. Let's see the last one though. This one, look at that. We have 4 Graveborns in here. And of course, Oden, guys. If Oden is allowed to scale, very, very hard to kill Oden, guys. When you get him to scale, when you start getting that attack rating really buffed up there, very, very tough to kill that hero, guys. And even here, dealing with Inoki down here, and they'll just keep teleporting them on top of each other until they die. There we go. We got that one done. All right, we're gonna have to see what we can do with this one, guys. See, even there wasn't a critical hit. Let me see if I can get this one done. Might again have to change up a couple formations and see exactly what we can do on this one. All right, guys, so we changed it up a little bit and we got the victory right there. Chapter 48 complete. Let's look through our teams just like we've seen before, guys. Look at this. So Oren is putting out 87 billion damage. Thane put out 50. That is the damage, and I only have him at an E30 right now, guys. Oren does an incredible amount of damage. Second formation, 135 from Rem, which is insane. Now, this was the Lucretia one, so we went with Granite instead of Brutus, and then I did swap Khazard in there, so it doubles the duration of Granite's Petrify ability. Worked incredibly well, only took 1 shot with that one. Then, of course, we had Mulan. Look at this, 42 billion, 46 billion. Definitely doing some damage, guys, and even 9 billion kicked in from our Chubby Seal right there, and then 77 billion, 50 billion. So even Grez, guys, this day and age, still doing out a ton of damage. Boom, that is right, guys. You have completed 4860. And there we go, into the Toy Museum, into Chapter 49. At this point, guys, looking at the battles here, 1006, that is right. The end of this is at 1051, which is incredible. But look at the loot we get in here, guys. 3 stages. So we get some red chests, we get some cores, we get some VIP, and some more Stargazer cards. But that will do it for today's video, guys. That is right. We are into Chapter 49 at this point. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.